Hello again, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your lunch. Dessert's going to be coming out, but we want to get started. I'd like to recognize the trustees from Elk Grove, so if you want to just stand and say hi so everyone knows where you are. We have Chris Prochnow, Sam Lissner, Tammy Miller. Who else is there? Steve Schmidt. Am I missing anyone? Thank you so much for being here. We couldn't do these events without sponsors, and today sponsoring our luncheon is Ascension Alexian Brothers. So thank you very much to them for sponsoring the lunch today. And I would like to bring up the president, Dan Doherty, to introduce the mayor today.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thrilled to be here with you. My name is Dan Doherty. I am the president at Ascension Alexian Brothers. I've been at Alexian for the last year in this role. I was the chief operating officer for the 3 years prior to that. Started about 3 months right before COVID. So we are finally getting back to a little bit of normal. If you've been to the hospital, you know you can walk in without a mask. So we're glad to have a little bit of normalcy return to the hospital. Thrilled to be here to present Mayor Johnson. I want to take just a minute to talk about some things that are happening at the hospital. How many of you saw the crane going up over the last year and a half, right? So that is a $100 million capital investment in Elk Grove Village in the expansion of Alexian Brothers Medical Center. We're building 4 brand new state-of-the-art operating rooms on the back end of the hospital that'll house neurosurgery and orthopedic surgery. We are also, as you saw from the front of the hospital, adding 2 floors onto the East Tower that was built in 2007. And that's going to house a 72,000 square foot new inpatient units that'll take care of our neurosciences patients. So, believe it or not, Alexian Brothers serves as the hub for all specialty care for the Chicago market for Ascension. So if you have a stroke, if you need neurosurgery, if you need cancer care, if you need open heart surgery, from anywhere in Chicago, you're coming to Alexian Brothers for the most advanced level of care that's available in the Chicago market. In the last 6 months, thank you for that. In the last 6 months, Alexian Brothers was recognized as one of the top 50 hospitals in the country in terms of outcomes. And what that means at the healthcare level is there are all sets of metrics that we evaluate to say, when you come to our hospital, how well do we take care of you? Do you walk out better than you were when you walked in? And how does that compare to hospitals around the country? When we look at 100 different metrics that evaluate quality outcomes, Alexian Brothers is in the top 1% of hospitals in the country in terms of the outcomes that we provide for our patients. So I am very proud of that. I do not take lightly the responsibility of caring for people in their best times and in their worst times. And that is our role and our responsibility as a hospital here in this community. So thank you for your care, for your support of Alexian Brothers. We will continue to be here for you. We will continue to support and advance the level of care that's provided to all of you when you have a need for health care. So with no further ado, I am pleased to introduce Mayor Craig Johnson. Mayor Johnson's roots run deep in the Elk Grove community. He was born and raised in Elk Grove Village. He became interested in local politics at a young age while growing up as a neighbor of former Elk Grove Mayor Chuck Zedek. Craig's interest in Elk Grove continued after college. He was first elected village trustee from 1993 to 1997, and he has served as mayor of Elk Grove since April 1997, the longest-serving mayor in the history of Elk Grove. Mayor Johnson has a business-friendly reputation, which I can say as well. Mayor Johnson has been wonderful to Alexian Brothers. He owns Elk Grove's oldest continuous business, the Johnson Insurance Agency, which was founded by his mother and father in 1955. Mayor Johnson resides in Elk Grove with his wife, Lori. Together they have 4 children and 9 grandchildren. Please help me in welcoming Mayor Craig Johnson.
I can speak well about Alexian Brothers. They did my bypass surgery 9 years ago, and I'm one of the happy ones that left walking on their own 2 feet. So that was a good thing. We are very fortunate. I always joke with people. They were telling me one time, if you have a stroke and you can get to Alexian Brothers within 3 hours, it's like a 99% chance total reversal of the effects. So I've got a map, and I've got a circle drawn around Elk Grove, no longer than 3 hours away. So we always stay close. First off, I want to welcome everyone here. First off, it's a nice crowd. Thank you to take the time to come out. And I figure you're all here think we have extra Visa gift cards that we gave our residents, but unfortunately, we don't have any left. So if you came for those today, I apologize. But it is really a special time. I would say if you're a resident, if you're a business owner, in all honesty, if you're the mayor, it's never been better to be part of Elk Grove Village, bar none. Yes. You know, with the pandemic that Dan was talking about, going through and all that, a lot of towns went through some tough times. I know Brad Stevens, Mayor Rosemont, very well, and I would not want to be Brad during that time, or Tom Daly, the Mayor of Schaumburg, you know, because their lives really got upended by the pandemic. We're unique. Just sitting here looking at the different businesses here, as Mayor Larson used to always say, he was always jealous of Elk Grove, because no matter what the economy was, Elk Grove always did well, because we got such a diversity in businesses that when one are up, some might be down. When those down ones go up, the other ones might be down, but we're always going forward. And that helps a lot. We didn't rely just on hospitality, restaurants, and that use. We have such a diversity, we can weather almost any storm that's out there. And we're lucky. And today we're really seeing the benefits. So I got a lot to go through. I don't mean to go too fast, but there's a lot to tell you about, and we're excited to do it. Caroline. See, Maggie? Caroline. I got it right this year. I get teased because I'm terrible with names. I apologize. And that's not good for a politician. So, not good at all. First off, very proud this past year, our industrial park was ranked #1 in the nation by highly regarded Business Facilities Magazine, and our municipality, the community, was ranked #1 in the state by the Illinois Real Estate Journal. So you're a part of the #1 community, which we always knew, but now it's just being verified by some nationally recognized entities. Caroline? New number. Colliers came out with numbers just on Tuesday. They rank vacancy rates throughout the area. And Colliers, as you know, is an international company, well respected. We always considered 5% vacancy being a full business park, because you got transitioning, changes, all that. Well, we've been inching down, down, down. The end of the year, we reached 1.5%. We said there's no way any lower, no way it can get better, no way it's going to improve. And then they come out with the numbers first quarter. We're basically down to 1% vacancy rate. Now remember, when you talk 1% vacancy rate, you're talking about over 62 million square feet. We're the biggest out there, biggest in North America. Over 62 million square feet, 1% vacancy rate means about 600,000 square feet. That is quite an accomplishment, and I thank all of you folks, the business community, for making that happen. So I applaud you for that. Thank you. Caroline? The other thing is, as you know, we're becoming an international location for data centers. I've talked about it a little bit in the past, but it's ramping up more now, more than ever before. Data centers have really taken off, especially with the pandemic. You know, cloud service, data centers are so needed nowadays with people working from home, everyone's remote. You know, you really rely on it. And there's such a shortage of being able to provide the demand that's out there that Elk Grove has become the center. We're second in the country after Virginia, head of Texas still, and we're just growing by leaps and bounds. These numbers are even short of what's happening. We get calls, Matt Rohn, our great village manager, he gets calls almost daily from people looking for facilities. And I'm not at liberty now to say too much, but you'll be surprised over the next year to 2 years, the amount of space, amount of areas going to data centers. And everyone goes, well, Mayor, wait, you're all data centers. Remember, we're over 62 million square feet. Right now, data centers take up about 4 million square feet. Even when all these other ones coming in, it might be 10 million. We're still 52 million of other businesses here. So it's not that we're just data centers. But we love data centers. If anyone's here by chance, we love you. And I'll be honest, why? One, there's no trucks. They don't beat up our roads. Two, very few employees, which means very few police calls, fire calls. They are nothing but a golden goose for the government entities, school districts, park districts, libraries, village. Give you an example. Everyone knows just west of here on Rowling Road, the WGN site with the towers. We have a big data center complex coming there. They submitted plans, getting very close to breaking ground. That thing alone, when up and operational, will put $3.5 million a year in School District 211, the high school district on the west side. Grade School 54, almost $3 million. Park District sitting here, $750,000. The Village, $3.6 million. And again, minimal impact, mega benefits. So we love them, we like them coming, and so we welcome very much. Now, you know about Elk Grove, we like to think outside the box. And when it comes to marketing, we really think outside the box. Yes, that guy sitting in the passenger seat doing something in his pants was me. And, yes, we are very excited. If you remember, we were the ones that kicked off the Makers Won at Bahamas Bowl. And then last year, we were proud sponsors of the USA Track and Field, Wrestling, and Triathlon at the Olympics. This year, we're very excited. And the first ever Chicago race that we are sponsoring Brad Kozlowski and the RFK team at the Chicago race this July. And again, you'll see that car racing on the streets of Chicago, hopefully up front. And again, we got international recognition for doing something that's never been done before. And we're excited about it. Again, it's a way to bring the eyes to look close at Elk Grove Village, hopefully have businesses get excited and think about Elk Grove. And what's neat about it is Brad Kozlowski, who won the Cup in 2013, one of the top drivers in the world, his main business is not racing cars. He's a manufacturer. He owns his own manufacturing company in North Carolina. And when we went to tour the manufacturing lab at Elk Grove High School, he's sitting there telling me about every machine the students were working on. Oh, Mayor, that's a great one. A little problem with this, but if we found a way to do it, I was just shocked by it. So we couldn't get a better spokesman about Elk Grove's Makers Won It than Brad. We're looking forward to this year. Again, we had to bring it out with a little bang, so he sure did that. No, I was not expecting that. And he got a little nervous after he did that. He looked at me and goes, ooh, sorry, Mayor. He goes, I said, thank God you had the roll bar to hang on to it for dear life. So look forward to that. It's a great partnership. Again, it's a way to showcase what all you folks do here in Elk Grove. Talk about the high school, Brad and I, we presented $100,000. Every year for 5-year commitment, we give $100,000 to Elk Grove High School's manufacturing technology lab. Because one thing we heard from businesses over the years is, Mayor, we love being Elk Grove, but we need employees, employees, employees. So we partnered with the high school. A lot of you know that, work with them. We opened up that program, and it's just doing phenomenal. And what's happening this year with that $100,000, they bought an EV car kit. They're going to build electric cars themselves at the high school. And our money helped teach them that. They got a big automotive area, and it's a way for them to learn firsthand, hands-on, how to work with the new generation electric cars that are coming out. So we're excited to be part of that. Again, we're here to partner with you. Please, please, please do not fail to reach out to us. We're there to work with you to make you successful. We're the king of 6Bs. I know a lot of you know that. We're willing to work with you on that to make a difference. And it's a win-win. You see the building at top, then look what happened at the bottom. Working together with the business to get a 6B, investing together. You can see last year how many square feet, how many jobs created, and the kind of value that was reinvested, over $64 million by our 6B initiative. So keep that in mind, work with us, especially now with vacancies so low, getting buildings, that are a little outdated, need a little help, going to go vacant, whatever, work with us, and 6Bs are better than ever. Caroline? Also, right next door, Cefalù. I know it looks like Cefalù, but the Sicilians will tell you it's Cefalù. Just opened last night, as a matter of fact, our newest restaurant here in Elk Grove. We're not really a restaurant community. That's why when we can get them, we're excited about it. And I don't think they'll disappoint you. Tom and his people are going to do a great job. Trustee Schmidt was there last night, said it was phenomenal. So take advantage of it. Love to see you there. Also, everyone I know has been waiting for the new development at Arlington Heights Road and Higgins Road. Real quick, as you know, about a year and a half ago, the old bowling alley in Elk Grove, we were hearing from different developers, they want to come tear the bowling alley down and put a used car lot there. Not one, but two different used car lots came to us. Then there was going to be a self-storage place. Then looking at the shopping center, we knew that Neiman had it for sale. The parking lot alone needed about $3.5 million of work, just the parking lot. That's why it was difficult to make a change. So the board talked, and we said, this may be our golden opportunity. It's a changing world out there, folks. The old-fashioned strip shopping centers, the old ways of doing things are not surviving. Plus, people aren't buying condos or single-family homes as much as they're renting. Renting is the #1 market out there for housing. So the board talked at great length and decided that we would step forward. And this project is important because this is our first venture into this. And if it goes anywhere near as well as we expect it to, there'll be other corners in this village that's going to be addressed also. So it's important, and it's nice for you folks today because the residents aren't going to see this till tonight. So you get the first opportunity to see the new development, the new gateway to Elk Grove, because as you get off the expressway, coming down Arlington Heights Road Higgins, this is the first intersection you come to, right down from the new tech park. This is the new thing you're going to see. Caroline? First, the quick overview. The overview, as you can see, has apartments in the yellow. It's going to be row homes that are rented. That's a buffer between the homes on Forest and the new development. The apartment building is going to be 5 stories tall. You notice the parking is all on the interior. It's inside, so you don't see it. You see the beauty of the building, not the workings of the building, of the parking lot. So that's there. Then if you go to the very top over by where it says Building C, you'll see at the aim Jerish Bakery. You can't live without Jerish, we know that. Tensuki Mart, and then Vinny's Pizza. Then the building down near the corner, Building B, that's the corner of Higgins to the left, and Arlington Heights Road down at the bottom. You'll see 7 Mile Cycle, VV Nails, Subway. Every business there now has a home in the new place. We're not there to get rid of businesses. We're there to accommodate them. And as we talked to the developer that's doing this, which is Wingspan, we said, how often do you get to build a new retail area and be about 80% filled the first day? We got that chance. So all the businesses have been working with Wingspan, working out details of the move, transitioning, and so far, all of them are coming to Elk Grove. They're not leaving. We're excited about that. And the unique thing about this, too, before you get to look at the pictures, up about where those townhomes are is right now the existing retail shopping area. That's going to stay operational while they build the new retail section. I can't tell a business owner, hey, you're going to be shut down for a year and a half while you build your new home. Can't work. I'm a business person like you folks are. Can't do it. So we're doing it in such a unique way. We've already torn down Shell gas station. The bank is shutting down. BMO is shutting down at the end of the month. And what's nice is building down the street where my office is has been a bank forever. They had about 5 banks, but it's been bank forever. That was vacant. So BMO is just moving right across the street, basically. They're staying. As you all know, Rose Garden is just moving up the street across from the tech park. The old Sweet Baby Ray's, they're going in there. So we took care of all the people there. We weren't going to be there to hurt people. That's not our goal. But by that being gone, we can tear down Rose Garden, the bank, the gas station's gone. That gives them the space to build the new buildings. They'll get that done. Technically, overnight, they could shut the old place, move across the street, ready to go the next day. Then we tear down the rest and start building the housing component. And then you ask, well, what's it going to look like, Mayor? Caroline? There's the new development coming at the corner of Higgins, Arlington Heights Road. Arlington Heights Road's on my side, Higgins on the far side there. That nice vision. You can see all different style, different roofs, different layout from what you're used to. Caroline? That's an example of what the apartments will look like. Nothing like you've seen almost anywhere else. Most apartments are just square blocks. We told the developers we don't want building block apartments. We want something with class, with character. And that's what they delivered to us. All brick, high-end facility, high-end material to make us all very proud. I have to admit, though, they put the biggest hydrangeas I've ever seen in my life. But anyways, I did tell them that. Caroline? Part of the apartment complex will be a community area with a swimming pool, gathering room up at the top there. Then all the other apartments, you see the parking is all in the interior, not visible from the street, not visible to the homes behind it. And yes, that's a bridge the village is going to build that cross Arlington Heights Road there. So people have easy access, get into the bike path right there at Bussey Woods. Caroline, can you go back one? Now, if I was going to rent, and I've thought about it, that top unit right there, hang on, right about there, that is gold. That's overlooking Bussey Woods. Imagine your view every day, waking up and seeing Bussey Woods. And it's such a big woods, you wouldn't see anything beyond it. That's the golden child there. Go ahead, Caroline, that one. Go ahead. That's a picture, drawing rendering of the row homes. So these here, going across, there are row homes. So there'll be 16 row homes. Again, that's mainly used as a buffer between the homes on Forest. So it's a step up. Being a 5-story apartment building, you got a 3-story row home. So it gives a little buffering for the homes that go up. On the other side is parking garages. Everyone has a 2-car garage with a driveway. They are rentals. And those things, the developers tell us, will go the fastest. People run rentals like that like you wouldn't believe. We don't do this. We don't know, but they have many apartment buildings they've built, a lot of them in Mount Prospect, where they're from. They know what they're doing with that. Caroline? The look of the shopping center. Look what's there now when you get a chance driving by and compare to what we're going to have coming soon. It's like something we haven't had in this village yet. It's, again, brick tied into the apartment building, all flowing. Caroline? Again, now this is the view. That's Arlington Heights Road up at the end. Down here is coming into the new shopping area. See the apartments to the left, the new retail area down the middle there, outdoor eating areas, a different style than we've ever had here in Elk Grove. Again, this is now looking, if you're on above ground in the Forest Reserve, looking down the entryway, you see Jerash up there at the left, Vinny's, Tensuki right there, 7 Mile Cycle right there. Again, the vision you'll have going into the new area. Caroline? So again, that's going to be our new development coming. I know it's been long waited, but I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed. I give Wingspan, who's doing the development, a lot of credit. They've done many of these. They know what they're doing. And when we told them we want first class, because Elk Grove deserves nothing but first class, they really came through for us, and we're excited about that. Again, just so people know, we bought it. Wingspan's buying it from us. They're paying the exact price we paid for it. They're paying us for the development, buying it. So cost taxpayers, nothing. But compared to what we have now, compared to this, I don't think anyone's going to say it's not a great deal for this community. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be done very quickly. We hope to have construction started possibly as early as this fall. So we're moving quickly to get this going, and we're excited about it. Also, try and keep up with things. We're doing a new community revitalization master plan. Matter of fact, if you got time after today, stop back there. We're going to ask you some questions and answers. We're reaching out to the businesses, to the residents. We're looking to redevelop a long-term vision here in Elk Grove. But the only way we make it work right is partnering with all of you. So give us your ideas, your input, and we'll be ready to move forward on that. Also, last year I told you we're doing great in Elk Grove. We are. Almost $400 million was reinvested privately in developments here in Elk Grove. $400 million. That's a lot of investment in Elk Grove. We're excited about it. It was the highest amount of new construction in Elk Grove's history. And it's even better this year. It's not losing momentum, it's gaining momentum. Example, Stern Pinball was located in the middle of the industrial park area. They're building, can I mention the company? Equinox was by there with a data center. They needed to expand. So Stern needed a home. Well, Stern was spread out a little bit, not just in Elk Grove. They want to get one central location, their headquarters. So they worked with us, and the building at the corner of Landmeyer and Bussey, which was Cooney-Nagel, now Cooney-Nagel moved over to Bensonville, and Stern's making their headquarters there. But you can see they're redoing the whole exterior, nighttime vision, in time. Yeah, we're getting everything. We're getting their headquarters, they're getting the manufacturing. Everything's going to be here in Elk Grove. It's going to be an improvement for the community. We're excited about it. But again, we partnered with Stern to make this happen. They're in a TIF district. TIF dollars there to work with businesses. So keep that in mind, folks. We're there to work with you as partners. Dan, I apologize. You owe us a lot more money. We thought it was $77 million. You said $100 million. We have witnesses here. So, Matt, get our permit people over to Lexing Brothers. They owe us $23 million more in permit fees. But thank you. I appreciate that. But yes, Lexing Brothers, which I'm serious. Every day we say thank you, thank you, thank you to have them here in Elk Grove. They are great partners with us. We're glad they're back to the Lexing Brothers name again, being prominent. It's, it's so important here in this area. And we cannot thank them enough for what they're doing. Let's be honest. Any of us that have gone through health issues, whether yourself or family members, know how important it is to have a quality Medicare right there in your own community. And we're lucky. I mean, when I had my shoulder surgery a number of years ago, I think I was in my chair within 12 minutes of walking out of the hospital. That's nice. So we thank them. We thank them for investing back in. That's a lot of money they're investing. And we thank them for being part of Elk Grove. So, Dan, we thank you very much more for that. Please, we have a business ambassador program. Trustee Schmidt, Trustee Miller there. They go out and visit every business. They want to see every business in Elk Grove. I know we got 5,500, but they're going to do it. So reach out to us. We'd like to know what you're doing. We'd like to know what your needs are, what things we can improve on, make things better. The way to do it is by talking to us. So don't be afraid. Don't be shy. We'd love to see your business. Let us know. Invite us. We'll be there in no time. We promise. So keep us in mind for that. You know, we like to give money back, too. This village is doing very well. For the business community, you'll be happy to know that the board just a couple months ago voted to cut the property taxes by 1.6%. I'll say that again because you don't hear that from government. We cut the property taxes by 1.6%. We've also are giving money back. We gave back to the business community when we had that 1 year, 1.5 years of no license fees. We waived the fees. We lowered the permit fees during that time. We've also been giving back to our residents. We gave them a couple water bill credits, and this year we gave them all a $200 gift card for every household. We're very proud. We saw Schaumburg just did a recent one also. So we're saying if we're doing well, we want you to do well. Whether you're a resident or a business, we want to share in the benefits and the good nature or the good doings the village has going. We want to share it with you. So we're excited about that. So far, we've given almost $9 million back. That's your money going back to you. I know you don't hear government ever say that, but in Elk Grove, we're proud to say we're giving your money back to you. Caroline? A lot of work going on. You're going to see a lot of it in the industrial park. One, we're doing a lot of the culvert work still going on to help with drainage issues. As we know, we've had problems. We recognize that. Part of our 2025 plan is to do that. We've also stepped up our road improvement program. We're tripled the amount of roads we're doing now every year than what we were doing just 4 years ago. We've tripled it. And we're going to keep being aggressive on that. So you can see this year, 3 miles in the industrial park, 6 miles in residential park. But the other thing we're doing is we're taking advantage of new technology. After we do your road over, we come in the next year and put Reclamite over it. It's like a spray coating. That gives that road between 5 and 7 extra years of life above what you normally have. So we're doing that. It's inexpensive compared to redoing it, and it's very effective. We tested it for a while, it's worked, and now we're really expanding it. So you're going to see a lot of work going on. Be happy. Again, we're reinvesting back in the community to make it better for all of you. Also, may not seem like a big deal, but we had a water tower on Taney Road forever, since I was a kid. We're building a new one that's almost complete there at Bussey and Oakton and Higgins, that area there. You may say, well, what's the big deal, Mayor? All the water comes from Lake Michigan. It does. But what doesn't come from Lake Michigan is water pressure. And we know in the business world how important water pressure can be depending on what kind of business you have. This will make a huge difference for you. So it's about about 1.6 million? Yeah. 7 million? Whoa. See, it's government. They think we have a lot of money. So a $7 million reinvestment to help you folks out for that. May not seem like a big deal, but I know for some businesses, it can make night or day difference in their success. So we're excited about doing that. And 7 million. Whoa. Okay. We may go back in that 1.6. No, I'm joking. We're fine. Caroline? Other things we're doing. You may not remember, but it does affect you. We did the Saw Creek Dam modification in Bussey Woods a number of years ago. And since we did that, we have almost no flooding in Elk Grove. If you remember, Elk Grove Boulevard used to flood 2-3 times a year. And you say, well, that's by the junior high school. What's the big deal? No, that's a main arterial for the business park. A lot of employees go down there. A lot of employees leave from down there. So by having that fixed, helped your businesses. Devon Avenue would flood sometimes. That would really affect your businesses. By us doing that, it's almost been completely remedied by getting that work done. We had one segment left, and that was the bridge on Claremont in the residential area going across. It was like the last little linchpin on the Saw Creek. We're replacing that this year. So that will make that flood mitigation program, which was the first in the state's history between two counties, Cook County, DuPage County. President Preckwinkle and time Supervisor Cronin from DuPage worked together with us to get this done. Never been done before. Preckwinkle Democrat, Cronin Republican. 2 different counties came together in Elk Grove to make this a reality, that bridge modification and the dam modification. And we're proud of that. So it does help you, even though you may not realize it, it makes a big difference for many people. Also, we never forget our vets. The vets are vital, in our view, to this community's success. They answer the call when needed. That's why we're successful today, because we're willing to answer that call. So we recently dedicated a new memorial, and we're the first community in the country that recognized, believe it or not, the 6th service branch, the Space Force. No one's ever recognized them yet. We recognize part of a new dedication. So we're excited about that. We had a great dedication on Veterans Day last year. And remember, never forget what our vets have done for us. Also, one program, people say to me all the time, Mayor, you've been there 26 years. What do you think is your greatest achievement? I say it very quickly, Elk Grove Cares. 5 years ago, we initiated a program called Elk Grove Cares. When our former chief first became chief, I told him, he said his first job is he's got to find a way to address the disease of addiction. I'll say again, the disease of addiction. And they came up with our police department a program called Elk Grove Cares. It's unique. The U.S. Department of Justice calls it revolutionary, what we do. Matter of fact, the city of New York modeled their program after the Elk Grove program. It is working, it is successful, and it's making a difference. And we're going to continue to push it. We're going to expand it. Matter of fact, on June 4th, we'll announce the expansion that's occurring with it. We're going to help even more people get the help they need. And the beauty of this is because it's so successful and it's doing so much good, we're putting almost no money into it. We earmarked almost $600,000 to kick it off. We've got almost every dollar still left because the federal government and the state continues to give us more and more money. Congressman Raja just gave us $500,000. The federal government prior to that gave us $1.6 million on expanding the program, working with Narcan and such. So we've gotten almost $2.5 million in funding to this point. We've helped 154 people, and it's been beyond belief what it's done for everyone. So on June 4th, we're celebrating our 5th anniversary, showcase it again, highlight it again. We'll announce the expansion that day. Congressman Raja is going to be there with the check for us for the $500,000, and we're going to bring the community together to remind people, remember, please, it's the disease of addiction. I've got heart disease. I had bypass surgery. My mother died of cancer disease. Everyone's happy to help me, my mother, but everyone turned their back for too long on people that have addictions. No more. Not in Elk Grove, at least. We know it's a disease. No one wakes up in the morning saying, hey, I'm going to become a heroin addict today. Let's go. No. Just like I didn't wake up wanting heart disease. We're going to help these folks. We're going to make it better. We're going to highlight it, and we're going to keep expanding it. New York City is just one spot. We need this nationwide. So on the 4th, we're going to have a special day, a special auto show from 3 to 5 p.m. by the library. We got Tony Ocean entertaining everybody. We're going to have food trucks out there all day. And then 6 p.m., we're going to have a special concert with the Grassroots. So come on by if you're available that day. Have a lot of fun. Also, we can highlight what good things we're doing with the Elk Grove Cares program. Spread the message. And I'm telling you now, you got employees at work. You got friends. We all know someone that has a problem. We will take care of it. If they have insurance, fine. If they don't have insurance, we pay for it. There's absolutely no excuse not to get help. If you can't afford it, we'll pay for it 100%. And we don't just drop you off and leave you. After you get out of the rehab, we stay with you. We find you a place to live. We find you a job. Tom Walters, Tasty Catering. Everyone knows Tasty Catering, Tom Walters. He will hire anyone that goes through our program, and he's done it. He's hired some of our people that went through our program. They're still working for him. We've got a young lady in Florida, been clean out for 3 years. We got a woman that was an alcoholic for 41 years. She's been sober for 4 years. 41 years, yes. From the time she was 15. It works. It won't work the first time sometimes. The average addict fails 7 times. But Elk Grove does not have a 3-strike rule. We're there for you as long as it takes, as many times as it takes. So please, if you have employees, you know it if you have one. A person that's addicted to something is not a good employee. A person that's clean and free of addiction is a great employee. Let's work to get them all free of it. Now, besides that, we also like to have other fun. Caroline? So yes, once again, we have our Midsummer Concert Classic Series, and Chris, who's back there from the Herald calls Elk Grove the place to be for concerts in the summer. So this year is another one. For you young folks here today, yes, we finally got a band that's not on oxygen. We got the All-American Rejects. My kids are so excited, and I swear to God, they say it all the time, Dad, get a band that's not on oxygen, 1 year. So we better see the younger people there for the 3rd concert. It's at Rotary Fest. The Rotary Club does a great job putting on Rotary Fest every year. It's there. You got a carnival going on. You got beer sales. So I want to see a standing room only crowd for that concert. But we're excited about it. I mean, to get Ann Wilson Hart, and Casey's Sunshine Band. Funny thing about them is they were supposed to play back during COVID. We had to cancel. Then they were supposed to play last year, 4th of July, but because of the Highland Park shooting, we had to cancel. So we told KC, the third strike, you're out. So you better make sure you make it this year. So we're excited about that, and we're looking forward to a great summer of fun as we always enjoy. So again, you got KC Sunshine Band, Spinners, All-American Rejects, Oak Ridge Boys, and Ann Wilson of Heart. Caroline? So again, we got a lot of things going on in Elk Grove. We have fun in Elk Grove. We also do a lot of work in Elk Grove. But if you leave with one thing here today, is this. We want to be your partner in your success. We want each and every one of your businesses to have a 2023 and beyond belief. Because we know if you're successful, we're successful. It's a partnership, folks. We have to work together to win-win. And I think we can make that happen. So I thank you again for coming today. We greatly appreciate it. Always think of Elk Grove first, and we'll make sure we always put you first in our book. Thank you very much.